go.
We are at 101 Constitution Avenue. The address of Barry Gold Inc. But they won't let us in because they said you have to have an appointment.
So one of the reasons why we're here today is because we wanted to bring attention to the American people, mostly the Native Americans and the ranchers, where Barrick Gold Inc. is located on 101 Constitutional Avenue, in which Shawna just stated. Barrick Gold Inc., let's read out the names on who's behind Barrick Gold Inc. We got Harry Reid, we got Rory Reid, we have Mark Amoti that we just saw, the representative.
Congress, right?
Right, Congress, a congressman, a representative. Dean Heller. We also have Barack Hussein Obama, George Soros. Who else is behind Barrick Gold Inc.? Oh yeah, that corrupt judge. Who was that corrupt judge?
Kate Brown.
No, Gloria Navarro.
Gloria Navarro.
No, Gloria Navarro. Right. Hey, Navarro. Yeah, the corrupt judge Navarro. And then also the other judge, Robert Jones, that's also actually handling the case in which Stephen Bevenger is presiding. He's an attorney and a lobbyist for Barrick Gold Inc. This company right here at 101 Constitutional Avenue. This is where Bunkerville just basically, because of these criminals with regards to Clark County and Clarence land, these are the criminals in which they legislate lobbyists. They basically lobby. So Stephen's son-in-law, Stephen Bevenger, and then also with his son, Leaf Reid and Rory Reid, the attorneys, they go here and they probably sit down and probably been here before with their father, Harry Reid, probably a few times.
And Neil Corns.
And Neil Crones, that's right. Having a good conversation with them. That's right, because the principal deputy director of the BLM at the time under Harry Reid was Neil Crones. And who was Neil Crones' dad? Larry Crones. He's another member of the Barrick Gold Inc. That still works for Barrick Gold Inc. I mean, another criminal from Elko, Nevada. Who else is in the criminal out there from Elko, Nevada? God, you know, it's just so exciting to be in front of the building in which they prevented us from going over there and speaking with the man. But for some reason, way, shape, or form, it'll eventually happen, as like you saw that I went to Mark Amoti. Mark Amoti, I will come after you by the end of the day, tomorrow, but I will find you. I'm in Washington, D.C. It's such exciting times. I can't wait till I see you with Harry Reid and Dean Heller. Dean Heller, another criminal, you know, for a representative from Nevada. I mean, you got a lot of criminals in Washington, D.C. This is what I'm talking about. Donald Trump stating, draining the swamp. This swamp is so filled with corruption. God, it aches. You know, what do you do with these criminals? You either hang them from a tree.
Did you bring your boots?
I mean, yeah. Did we bring our boots? Did we bring our cowboy boots? Oh, you know, I don't know. With the shit this deep, I need more than cowboy boots. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, these criminals are stealing the minerals, water, land, not just from the ranchers, but Native Americans. To the Native Americans, it's time for you and the ranchers to come together, and the American people, because at the end of the day, these minerals belong to the people of the United States, not these criminal corporations like Barrick Gold Inc. or Calico Resource or Uranium One. All these CEOs, all these freaking punks behind the suits and ties, all need to be hung for treason, because that's what they're perpetuating against the American people, perpetuating fraud and stealing the minerals that belong to our children and our grandchildren. But most of all, they're endangering our military. And when you endanger our military, we got issues. And those issues are going to come and hunt you in the ass. Mark Amoti, Dean Heller, Harry Reid, Ron Wyden, Jeff Merkley, Greg Walden, Earl Blumenauer, Kate Brown, Neil Crones, Larry Crones, Gloria Navarro, and your husband. Let me not forget, Brian Rutledge, the one that worked with Commissioner at the time, Rory Reid. Rory Reid and behind the Gold Butte National Monument in where Clark County, where the Bundys reside. So now you understand why these criminals up here in Washington, D.C. are legislating, basically buying senators and congressmen through their lobbyist positions to steal your land, your minerals.
What are they doing with it once they steal it?
Well, once they steal it, guess what? It goes to Wall Street, Main Street, and they put it in the stock market, where all these fat cronies in D.C. become rich off the taxpayers' expense.
Hedge funds.
Your hedge funds, their earmarks, their campaign contributions, or their briberies. You know, these criminals think they're funny. They think they can get away with these crimes. But guess what? The American people are starting to wake up, and especially our military. Because knowing that these are the criminals that send our military overseas to fight other wars, their wars, the rich man wars, not the people's wars. So it's time for the military, the ranchers, and Native Americans to start prosecuting these criminals for what they're perpetuating upon the American people. Now, the most challenging thing is to get into that building and talk to these criminals. But what are the odds of us trying to do that?
It's very slim to none today.
Slim to none. I wonder what they gotta hide. I mean, well, what I don't understand is they have their own private office all the way upstairs.
Behind locked doors now.
Behind locked doors. And we know that. Because guess what? We are here at 101 Constitutional Avenue. Or Constitution Avenue.
They wouldn't let us live stream in the building.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us live stream in the building. I introduced myself, you know, like a gentleman. And, you know, I approached them and asked them if we can please live stream it and show the American people how this corporation, Barrett Gold Inc., is defrauding the American people.
Of course they said
So at the end of the day, I posted hyperlinks. If those hyperlinks end up disappearing, we got them all downloaded in a PDF file. We got their W-2, we got their financial disclosure forms. We know which congressman, which senator is in their pockets. Yeah, basically it. I mean, it's bribery at its finest in Washington, D.C.
Welcome to America.
Welcome to America. The fraud perpetuating upon the people. So while you're entertained with the holidays and watching football, basketball, baseball, hockey,
Wake up, America. Wake up.
Wake up. You see that office over there? Matter of fact, you see that building over there? That building over there. Right there. Right next to Barrett Gold Inc. And what do you think that Capitol represents? It doesn't represent freedom, I'll tell you that much.
It used to.
It used to at one point. Our founding fathers would be rolling on their graves, knowing what these criminals are doing to us. This is why the Declaration of Independence was written. Because these criminals no longer represent the will of the people. They represent the self-interest, their pocket, and their families. So, America, I bring you the truth. I'm glad I have Shawna Cox next to me. Such exciting times. I mean, at the end of the day, all we can do is expose. But now you know the location. You know what who they're in bed with. That won't be a problem. And also, you know, what do you call it? That building across the street, right across the street from Barrett Gold Inc. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to start believing that these criminals don't look after you. So, anyways, at the end of the day, I'm going to say thank you and keep supporting us, and we'll eventually expose it. And there'll be a day when the military, the ranchers, and the Native Americans come together as one. God bless you.